Hey folks, another Snowbird trip update for you. Well, the other day we decided to beat a path out of California and head for the relative isolation of the Oregon coast. So we decided to just drive, and it took us about 2 days to go 800 and something miles. We left the Dove Springs area where my last video was and drove through the Great Central Valley of California here and overnighted at a little town called Zamora here. There wasn't many places to overnight. The truck stops were jammed. A lot of the RV parks were jammed. So we just, behind a gas station, there was a very small truck parking area. So we just overnighted there and got up in the morning and continued on, crossing over onto the coast and then up into Oregon area, where we also overnighted at a favorite little pull-out viewpoint on the Oregon coast. Did an overnight there. Got up the next morning and checked into the Cape Blanco State Park. Now, we visited this a few years ago and really liked it, but at that time we just spent 2 nights. It was horrible. It was rainy and windy. But this time it's beautiful out right now, really sunny, not too much wind. So we booked 3 nights here at this little state park. It's about 50 campsites, first come, first serve. So in this video I'll take you down on the beach here and give you a look around how it looks down on the beach, and then we'll go up on this point here by the lighthouse and I'll give you the views from up there, and then we'll drive back into the campground. I'll give you a little footage from inside the campground and our campsite. So let's go. Hey everyone, Ray from LoveyRV.com. Good morning from the Oregon coast. So we skedaddled out of California, a couple long drives, and we decided to stop at a place along the Oregon coast. Camped here once before. It's called Cape Blanco State Park. Last time I was here it was quite stormy and windy, but this time we've hit a good stretch of weather. Quite sunny, not too windy. A little bit of breezy down here on the ocean front. But the campground is up in the trees up there. And then down here you have this beautiful stretch of beach. And then over there is the Cape Blanco Historic Lighthouse. And normally you can go in there and do tours, but right now with all this coronavirus stuff going on, they've closed it all down. But I'll take you up there and we'll get a view off the bluff. Blanco Beach. Got a lot of driftwood on that beach. Here's the lighthouse parking area. If you remember, a couple of years ago I was here and I tested that generator tent on this bluff. I'll throw in a bit of video footage here. It was quite the test. Very, very blustery day that day. So you definitely have to put some sort of block on it. There we go, looking south down the coast. There's the beach I was down there on. It's a large rock needle down here. So we're here in later in March. I think, yeah, spring just started, first day of spring. Temperature is going to get up around, probably around 50 degrees today and sunny. But it wouldn't be uncommon to have pouring rain and wind this time of year. Just to zoom in on the lighthouse for you. I think they said that's the oldest lighthouse on the coast, or nearly the oldest. We swing back this other way to the north, it's quite the dramatic beach scene as well. So there's the beach, the lighthouse. There's a lot of hiking trails around here through the forest and along the coastline. There's an old historic house of some sort, and of course here's the campground. Maybe I'll give you a drive through the campground. It's first come, first serve. There's around 50 sites. Water and electric. We're paying $26 a night this time of year. They have a dump station here, but it's not in service, and it wasn't in service a couple years ago when I was here, so I think it's permanently out of service or something. So there's nowhere to dump your tanks right here. I think I'll probably, as I head up the coast, I'll nip into Bullard's Beach State Park at Bandon to dump the tanks after we're done here. I'm getting AT&T internet service okay through my rooftop tow RV doohickey, and just barely getting T-Mobile on my cell phone. But it's really pretty buried here in the forest, quite sheltered from the wind and everything. No, it's gonna have to stop and get rid of some garbage here. There is a camp host on duty, but we just went over there and got an envelope and paid with a self-pay drop-off box. So like most Oregon state parks, it's really well laid out as paved campsite, pull-ins, picnic table, and fire pit usually, stuff like that. I think they have some sort of washrooms here too, but I know we're so self-contained I don't really check that sort of stuff that much. I think we picked site number A26, and it was plenty long enough for the rig in the truck. I'll pull in there and give you a look-see at our campsite. What a change from the desert. Went from barren desert to total lush coastal forest. Always love that when we come back out of the desert. Here we go, nice big long strip. Give you a look at the hookups they have back here. Got your water bib. And we got electrical here. It's a little bit ratty, but not too bad. A little wiggly on the 30 amp. But it does have 50 amp as well, and a 20 amp. Nice and big site once you get in here. Surrounded by the forest. It's really nice here in the spring right now. Lots of isolation between campsites and neighbors. There we go. Well, we'll stay here another day or two and continue our way north. Gonna cross over a little early this year. Of course, everybody knows why. Take care, everyone. I hope everything's going well for you. Until next time, Ray from LoveYourRV.com. Cheers, folks.